Hello and welcome to Late Night at North Texas. I'm Robin Key, here as always with the heart and soul of late night, my co-host, Peter Rabel.
Happy to be here. I hear it's a pretty big episode, right, Robin?
Yes, that's right, Peter. We are stepping up a notch in the world of college broadcasting with our very first sponsor. Special thanks to Mardi Gras Chicken for sponsoring this episode. When your hunger calls, come to Mardi Gras
Chicken.
More on that later, but for now, let's dive again into this month's top headlines. The mayor of New York, Eric Adams, was ticketed for allegedly allowing broods of rats to live near his townhouse. So the New York Mets will need to find a new place to hang out.
In the meantime, all of the rats are gonna hang out together and figure out who's gonna be Spider-Man's next foe.
Is it like they join the same city council as like the lizard guy and the Sandman?
Yeah, all the animal spider people.
Sandman?
Yeah, Sandman.
Oh, Peter, what is it that you have there?
Well, I have just a little bit of Diet Cola from Mardi Gras.
That's cute, Peter, but we do need to stay focused on the news.
Well, I know. I'm just excited that we have a sponsor and all that good stuff.
Too. A Washington biologist has noticed an uptick in owl attacks. Weirdly, manufacturers of candy have noticed a downtick in Tootsie Pops.
I wonder if the owls are figuring out how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Well, what I want to know is the candy manufacturer noticing that they are selling out of more Tootsie Pops, or are they selling less? Are they attacking more people because they have less Tootsie Pops? I want to know the math.
I mean, yeah, we should ask somebody about that.
We should.
Yeah.
Concerning multiple Chinese balloons shot down by the U.S., a representative from China has argued that the spy balloons from the U.S. have flown over China at least 10 times. In response, a U.S. representative claimed, "Nuh-uh."
That's right, folks. That's your tax dollars at work.
We need you.
Or someone.
In the name of inclusion, words like fat, ugly, and crazy were removed from Roald Dahl's books. In the spirit of Roald Dahl's temperament, they will be replaced with unrepeatable obscenities.
I mean, I know I've been spouting my own share of colorful language on account of the unbelievable prices down at Mardi Gras Chicken. We're talking 8 pieces of chicken and 2 sides for just $8.
Now that is a good deal, but what did I just say, Peter? We have to focus on the news.
It is a good deal. Mardi Gras is many things, but he's not one to rip you off.
You're so right, I just have to ignore you. I'm sorry. Okay. A man in Florida found a message in a bottle washed up on the shore yesterday. Turns out that Sting has been trying to drum up some hubbub while he's off in his touring off-season. Which also explains the bald-headed man hanging outside the studio with a notepad, counting every breath we take.
That reminds me, when we're done and we're leaving, don't stand too close to me. I'm gonna be hurrying out to grab that brunch at Mardi Gras Chicken. $8 gets you a Mardi meal with 16 pieces and 2 sides. Mardi is open all day, so you can get busy whenever those cravings hit.
That's right, Peter. But what I love best is how many flavors of gravy Mardi offers, including hickory, ranch, honey, thyme, caramel, coffee, lemon, lime.
That's right, Robin. And I've been excited to try out their new hibachi.
No, stop it, Peter. If I'm finishing this monologue if it kills me.
Well, no one's stopping you.
Do you not want me to live?
I mean, I was just saying I wasn't stopping you from getting to the monologue.
Chick-fil-A is now trying out its first plant-based sandwich. The fried California filet has been met with a positive reception from many locations. KFC, in response, has announced their take on a vegetarian item, the gravy-free potato pail, an 85-ounce filled bucket filled with nothing but their signature mashed potatoes and crispy, crunchy French fry bits.
Right, so now you want to talk about chicken? Let's talk about those Mardi meals. 32 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and it's all $8.
Peter, please, if we don't keep going, we're never gonna finish this monologue.
Eating all of those delicious chicken tenders, chicken bits, chicken thighs, whatever it is. Marty supplied us a bunch of it for this episode. In fact, let's just go ahead and get started. I mean, Got him right here.
Oh, I guess. If we're gonna have a snack. When we come back, we'll be sitting down with Ezra Kirkos, Jackie O'Neill, and Ethan Wood of the UNT Improv Club. So, stay tuned. Oh,
That's
2 for 1, as Marty intended. Welcome back to Late Night at North Texas. We've got Ezra Kirkos, Jackie O'Neill, and Ethan Wood from UNT's official improv troupe here with us tonight. Hi guys, welcome to the set.
Good morning.
Yeah, well, you know, time is truly ambiguous. So this is actually your guys' first year back, so congratulations, you're in person. How has that transition been going for you guys?
It's been a very, very delightful. Because the last few years, we've been doing our shows on Zoom, which if you've ever been to like any performance ever, that's not the best medium, but we made it work, and it was like fun. But now we're back in person, starting last semester, and it has been like so freeing as like a return to form. Especially because, I mean, at least for improvisers like me, it's a very physical thing, and so not being, I guess like I am now, boxed in by a camera, is very nice.
They actually keep me boxed behind a desk. The audience has never seen my legs.
I do see the ball and chain. Yeah.
That's for our safety.
Oh my God. There's actually a chain back there.
Hey, you know, secrets. So, what goes into being a part of the improv troupe here at UNT?
Oh, wow. Well, part of the improv troupe,
Being funny, okay.
well, we practice once a week closed by ourselves, and we have an open practice as well, where we practice with, friends, others who want to improvise with us, have fun, play games. And then we have a show every week. And so it's a lot of dedication. It takes like multiple days out of the week.
Yeah.
And our practices are lengthy. I mean, we're learning new things. We're doing different forms of improv, and we're touching on a bunch of different subjects and on like storytelling itself, like basic fundamental principles of storytelling, and translating that into a cooperative environment, because it is teamwork. It's all about like being able to work with one another, because if you don't see each other as a team and you don't see each other as like a family like that, then you can't have the same brain and tell a story like that if you're coming up with it on the spot. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of teaching teamwork and teaching storytelling.
What are some of the? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
What are like some of those new like ideas that you guys are like exploring right now?
Well, we've all got a lot to say.
So one of our more recently introduced things that we're trying out is musical improv.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's
very easy.
it is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
They're both liars.
So talented and special. No.
It's easy for everyone except Ezra usually. Ezra's incredible.
So musical improv, at least where we started with it, was kind of, if you've ever seen like Whose Line Is It Anyway, which it's like kind of the bane of our existence, because we feel like we have to acknowledge that show for anyone to like remotely know what we're talking about if they don't know anything about improv. But they essentially have like a line game where they sing, whether it's like Irish drinking song or something like that.
Very basic. It's
Yes.
a structured. We're gonna go through. Here's how you do this thing. It's A-B, or A-A-B-B rhyme scheme. And we developed on that. So it was teaching the basic principles of how to come up with improvisational music. Mm-hmm. And then with an accompanist, we've developed further and advanced into being able to break into complete musical scene, storytell with music, and throw that in there as its own advance on what we had taught previously.
So we actually brought in a pianist today. No.
Everyone
If you
Everyone
had,
was excited instead of terrified.
we would show off.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
No,
like, it was so
absolutely.
difficult to like get into it, but It's one of my favorite things to do in the improv in the shows.
It's incredible. Probably to bring up the other bane of y'all existence, Game Changers by Dropout.
Oh, yes.
They have a musical
Oh.
episode, and I'm sure that y'all's is.
1,000 times better.
Yeah.
We're quite literally the greatest you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, which you guys will get to see
About to find
later, which I think will be incredible. But I want to go back to, you guys talked a little bit about the family that improv has to be, but also about how you have these open practices. So do you just beginners, just people come in and start and do these games with you, do these exercises with
Yes.
you?
Our open practices, we begin with like a little lesson. We'll specify one piece of improv they want to focus on for that day, and we'll then play games around that, focused on that. So it's a great way for people who don't know very much about improv to slowly tiptoe their way in, so in a friendly place.
Do you guys think that improv in general has, you mentioned becoming better storytellers. I know that here on the show we have a couple people who are talent and writers because, we were able to bring a different perspective. So how did you guys all get into improv, and where is it helping you get to, I guess? Jackie, if you'll start.
I think the fun thing there is that a lot of people see improv as so performance-based, but none of us, it's two of us here are English majors, and the other is philosophy and political science. So
wow.
we all really enjoy storytelling in our own right and enjoy getting out and performing. So myself, I got into improv years and years ago, just as an outlet for creative storytelling, because it gives carte blanche to be able to tell a story and come up with one on the spot and work with people when it's so difficult to sit down and script something or storyboard something, and you can have that as an easy outlet. For me, that's every week for years I've been doing this, and it's wonderful. And for you two,
For us, for me,
Don't speak for me.
so I'm a transfer student to UNT, and
Me
so
Me too.
awesome.
wait, everyone on stage.
Hey, we may not start here, but we got here, and that's all that matters.
Yes. So I got introduced to improv at my last college, and it was my freshman year. And I had just gotten done with band practice, and I was friends with a theater major who was also in band with me. And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to like improv auditions because those are tonight." And I was like, "Okay, I'll walk with you over there." Had no intention of auditioning at all. I get in there, and sometimes theater people can be very, just like, one of us. And so I got in there and they were like, "Oh my God, are you auditioning?" I was like, "No." And then I auditioned.
Which, as you very quickly learned that the first rule of improv is to never say no.
Exactly.
So you really put yourself in that situation.
Yes, and and so I somehow got into the troupe that first semester and was there for 3 years, somehow became captain of the troupe there, and then I fled the nest and came here and started back at level 1.
It's just the same thing happened to me. I started before, but then I was in charge where I was from, and then I fled the nest and came here.
Ironically, to the eagle's nest, some would call it.
For real.
Like migratory.
I would say, so, it sounds like some of you have I'm so sorry, we'll get to you, I promise. Okay, I'll direct this question towards you. Do you feel like you are better at other aspects of your life because of improv?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that I ended up in improv. Again, it was also like I wasn't meaning to. A friend of mine, I was actually at work, and a friend of mine, he called me and said, "Hey, Ezra, I signed us up for the improv club." I was like, "Wonderful, thanks." And so I just ended up there, and there's so much you learn from this. Like thinking on your feet and being able to
Improvising.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like interacting with other people. Like what we do in improv, we make stories. We just interact on the fly. That's what we do with everyone,
Yeah, I think going off of that, especially like, Because like for me growing up, like I was extremely quiet. Like no one noticed me. I am not here. And I went to like a super tiny little high school out in the forest, and elementary and middle school because it was all on the same plot of land. And so I don't know, there's something about improv that, at least for people like me, that can be very freeing. To be yourself even though you're acting, which it's...
There's something about improv that it's the training that you guys obviously put in a lot of work to build these skills and build this knowledge, but also it's you reacting in your most basic instinct. So I guess, if people haven't been convinced to come and see you guys now, I don't know what else to do, but where can they find you? How can they watch you?
Well,
they
could see us right here in this interview, or if they're interested in seeing us otherwise, every single Wednesday night of our lives. Every single Wednesday night we meet at 9:30 for improv shows.
PM.
And they are free. 9:30. I said night.
Oh. Can't assume.
We meet at 9:30 at night a.m. In the BLB, in the Business Leadership Building. We may move locations, and if people are interested in finding us, we are at UNT_improv on all social media, and all social media we mean Instagram. So our Twitter is.
No underscore, just UNT Improv. No one uses the...
You don't have to check the Twitter.
Yeah, I like Twitter.
I'm anti-Twitter personally.
Yeah, but we always have our information there. We post flyers for each show every week. We have different flyers if you're interested in variety there.
And if you want to play with us during our open practices, that's on Monday nights at 8 p.m., also in the BLB 005.
Oh my God, you got it right.
And that is, to be clear, that is Monday nights at 8 p.m., not 8 a.m.
Oh, of course, I forgot about that.
Which is, so people get confused.
I don't think anyone would look at any one of us on stage and think we are anywhere at 8 a.m.
I feel like Peter could be quite a few places.
I'm a
at 8
morning
a.m.
bird. I wake up and get
early
He flies the nest to the coop really early. So.
But yeah, they can find us there.
All the ones.
And if really they need anything else, each of us has an air tag on us at all times, and it's updated on, just go to google.com.
If you shout loud enough, we might hear you.
Yes.
We actually got them here through a smokescreen. So.
And I have asthma, so that was like...
I can't, you poor thing. Oh my God.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for your time. And after the break, UNT Improv will be showcasing their skills, so don't go anywhere. Woo! Welcome back. Now we are joined by Ezra Kirkos, Jackie O'Neill, Ethan Wood, Kyle Horn, Karis Michelle Rogers, and Emma Winters of UNT Improv. They will be performing a game called Focus Group, where 2 improvisers perform a scene for a focus group of 3 other improvisers who give them suggestions.
Whoa! A few minutes ago, I asked our audience for a suggestion for this scene. The suggestion will be the scene from a coming-of-age movie where the protagonist confronts the bully, finally. Hello, focus group. I have this movie that I'm very excited for y'all to see, a scene from it I'm going to show you today. But I would love your suggestions. So I want this movie to appeal to a broad audience, very, very wide audience. Y'all think you can do that for me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right. Well, here we go. Play.
Okay, just be cool. Just be cool. Be cool about it. Hey, what's up, Dorkazoid? Hey, Brian.
Sup, Schloser?
That's not my name and you know it.
I don't care. I'm the coolest kid in school. Quarterback of the football team. That's all I do, but I'm still really cool, and you're a Schloser.
Actually, I'm not a Schloser anymore. That's right, I joined a new club, band.
Don't know if you know this, but that's the Schloserest of all clubs. What do you probably play something like saxophone or something.
No.
Probably tickle away of those keys and produce sweet music that makes everybody really happy.
Okay, maybe a little bit, but it's only like my first day. So you can't even say that I play sweet tunes, because I don't yet. I can play the chromatic scale.
That's pretty cool.
Think so?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a saxophone player.
Really?
Yeah, it's stupid. My dad he's the football coach, right? And he always wanted me to succeed in football, because he never did. But I always wanted to play some jazz.
Hey, I can teach you if you want.
You, a schluzer, teach me how to play saxophone? That'd be so stupid, but fun.
Well, the band's open, room is open at 3:30. It's 3:15.
Want to go together?
Yes.
All right, pause. So focus group, how did you like that? Yeses, nos, any suggestions? Things to change about it?
Oh, I was under the impression that this was gonna be like a horror movie, and I didn't really get that.
Ooh,
So that's what I was expecting. I was like expecting like scary stuff, like really like scary stuff, like scary stuff. I don't really remember. Like maybe clowns or something. That's what I was expecting, and it just didn't succeed in that aspect. So.
Good notes.
Well, sorry. I was I was bored. In fact, I think it would be much more interesting if the bully were the nerd and the nerd were the jock.
Oh.
That would be pretty scary.
Flipping the script, I see that. Love it, love it.
No, just like saying a suggestion.
Oh,
Not flipping. I don't flip things.
my bad. Sorry to offend.
Yeah.
So I was actually thinking, because I think that football is getting kind of overrated. So I was kind of considering, like, what if maybe the thing that was going on was like the dad wanted that kid to be like a wizard, and I'm talking like full on like mage, like a big staff, and he was like that. Instead of the quarterback, he was like, I'm like the cool, awesome wizard, or something like that, like a title that evokes wonder.
Oh, of course.
Like something magical.
I also like big staves. Staves?
Wonderful.
Staves.
So that was horror, you said, right?
Yeah.
Horror, and the second suggestion was
Jock, nerd,
oh,
jock.
not flipping the script. Sorry, I was so disrespectful.
Thank you.
You want to switch the roles, and also something magical.
You're kind of underselling it, but yeah.
I'm sure. Well, lucky for you guys, we actually filmed exactly that scene as well, and so I can show y'all right now. Play.
It's just books, it's just books, it's just books. Boom, boom!
Sup, Dorkazoid? It is I, Brian the All-Deceiver, Necromancer of the Deep Underground. And I was just studying. What were you doing?
Just came back from football practice.
What a schluzer.
I'm not a schluzer. Not a schluzer.
Your name is now legally schluzer. I just did that.
Well, does this clown nose make me one?
My biggest fear. Clowns.
Honk, honk.
Oh no! That's so scary. And I'm an all-powerful wizard, like my dad wanted me to be. You know, that clown nose makes you really intimidating.
What about this? My saxophone.
A clown who plays saxophone.
And I play real scary stuff.
My only two weaknesses.
Like the chromatic scale.
No!
You almost made me break my reed.
I'm not going to tell you what that one did. That spell was just for me to know and you didn't find out later.
I don't like the sound of that. There's snakes coming out of my saxophone. Oh no! That's what you did?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it would be funny.
I'm terrified of snakes.
Me
but they
too.
have venom. I know a place we can hide from the snakes.
Where?
The band room's open at 3:30.
According to my magical staff, it's 3:15. We can make it there just in time.
Okay. I'll leave the saxophone here.
Yeah, probably.
I'll set it down.
It is super dark and spooky on our way, so.
Honk, honk.
Ah! Together.
Together. Oh, sorry, there's water coming out.
Oh,
sorry.
oh,
Here, a tissue. You can dry it off.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Flowers for the journey.
Thanks.
And pause. How was that? Did you, that
It
better?
was perfect. It was perfect.
That was really scary. That was awesome. Cheers to my irises.
Wow, I've seen this place all over town. I've been dying to try it.
What is this place exactly?
And who's that devilishly handsome man out there on the sign? Are you guys sure this was a restaurant?
Wow, $8 for 8 pieces of chicken?
And look, it's only $8 for 12 pieces too.
There's a 24 piece for $8. What are they thinking?
Is everything $8?
At Mardi Gras, a lot of things are $8, but not everything. You can get a small milkshake for as little as $1.50.
Wow, $1.50 for a milkshake? I'll have one for strawberry.
Sorry, all our milkshakes are for chicken.
Chicken?
No medium has gone unexplored by Marty, the Chicken King of North Texas.
Wow, the Chicken King? Well, where is he? Are you Mardi Gras?
We'll have plenty of time to see him later. Let's order.
But what's on the menu?
At Mardi Gras, we do our best to keep our menu easy. Build your Mardi meal with your choice of 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, or 64 pieces for just $8. All with your choice of 2 sides plus a drink or gravy for just $8. Now you're off to the races.
Wow, that's such a great deal.
Yeah, that's too good.
It's a Marty meal for me, but what sides are available?
Marty prides himself on his impressive offering of over 60 side dishes. Choose from our favorites including mashed taters, coleslaw, corns, breaded french fries, deep fried toast, or hush puppies with cranberry sauce, just to name a few.
Let's dig in. Here's to Marty.
Yum.
I feel whole again.
How's it taste, gang?
It was food.
It sure might be. At Mardi Gras, we're committed to the all-American business values Marty established back in '92. We've adopted the Native American tradition of using every part of the animal we use. That's not just respecting our ancestors, it's respecting your dollar.
What if me or my brother just got out of service?
Were you a brother or sister in arms? Get the veterans discount with proof of enlistment. 50 cents off and a free handshake from Marty. That's right, Marty is here and ready to say hello to all of his mouth-watering fans.
Hey, voiceover guy, I meant church service.
Hey, what about the big man? What about Marty? Where's Marty?
He's always here, just down the street and ready to eat, because whether he's cooking up lunch or chatting up the clientele, Mardi Gras and his chicken empire are a staple of Denton culture.
Wow, I was so wrong about this place. The more I eat, the more I want. It's amazing. I love Mardi Gras.
You've seen him, haven't you? Tell me where he is, please, now, please.
I'm going back for seconds.
Pay us a visit at 1837 Shrove Road Street and bring the whole family. You won't regret it.
Thanks, Mardi Gras!
Mardi Gras Chicken reserves the right to refuse service to draft dodgers, suspected communists, and Al Gore.
Well, that's all she wrote. We first want to start off by thanking our sponsor, Mardi Gras Chicken. It's chicken! As best they can. We also want to extend a huge thank you to Ezra Kirkos, Jackie O'Neill, Ethan Wood, Kyle Horn, Karis Michelle Rogers, and Emma Winters of the UNT Improv Club for being with us here tonight.
We also want to thank our talent for their delicious work for our sponsor, Mardi Gras.
And lastly, we want to thank our audience, both here in the studio and out there over the airwaves, for putting up with our antics tonight. Woo! I'm Robin Key.
And I'm Peter Rabel.
And this has been Late Night at North Texas. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Oh,
Oh, busy lifting.